Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gids. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. So today I'm going to be doing my first impressions of a very popular niche brand and a very popular fragrance from this house. Now, the house in question is called Nishane. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the fragrance is called Hachivat or Hacivat. I think it's Hachivat or Hachivat. Anyways, this is going to be my genuine first impressions. It's a very popular niche fragrance. It seems to be very loved within the fragrance community, and some people are even saying and comparing it to Creed Aventus. So when I heard that, I thought I have to kind of get my nose on it. Now, I'm not going to go too much into comparison with Creed Aventus. I'm just going to give it a sniff and give you my honest first impressions. So let's do it. Now, I ordered a 5 ml sample, which you can see here. Nishane Hachivat. And so what I'll do first of all is I'll spray it on card and then I'll spray it on skin, and then we can compare and contrast. So let's do it. Okay, let's do one more. All right. For some reason, this the spray on this decant isn't the best. I kind of squirted out a bit, but okay, we've sprayed some on card, so let's give this a sniff. Okay. First of all, it's very fresh, but it isn't the kind of fresh I was expecting. So I am getting some kind of fruity citrus notes in the fragrance, but I'm also getting something quite earthy, dry, and a little bit dirty. I don't know if it's patchouli I'm picking up, but there's something really dry about this fragrance. It's really interesting. There is definitely some fruity notes in the fragrance. Now, I think from what I've heard, there is pineapple, which is where I think a lot of people compare this to Aventus. But there's some really dry, earthy, woody notes that I'm also picking up in this fragrance as well. This is so interesting. It's actually even, I'm getting, I don't know if it's lemon I'm picking up or what kind of citrus I'm picking up, but it almost smells like, have you guys heard of Lemsip, which is a cough it's a cough medicine, and it's very prominent, kind of lemon heavy. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this straight away. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up the notes of this fragrance and we can like talk about what I'm actually sniffing and if I'm actually kind of onto something. Hachivat came out in 2017 from Nishane. The top notes of the fragrance, we've got bergamot, okay, pineapple, grapefruit, okay. I don't know if I'm picking up specifically, I don't know if I'm even getting a lot of pineapple actually, if I'm honest. Okay, and then in the heart we have jasmine, patchouli, yep, definitely getting patchouli, cedarwood, okay. Maybe that's where the kind of dry woodiness. And then in the base we've got clearwood, oak moss, and dry timberwood. Okay, so that kind of dry, mossy, earthy, dirty smell might be the combination between the patchouli and the oak moss as well. But it's really nicely balanced because I'm still getting the fresh citrusy notes at the top. So let's go back to the notes. So there is pineapple and grapefruit and bergamot in the top. So those sort of citrus notes are all kind of coming through in the opening for sure. I'm not getting like pineapple individually, but maybe it's the way it's been blended. This is a really interesting fragrance actually. I mean, okay, let me spray some on my skin. Let's spray some on skin as well and give it a kind of, okay. Ah, okay. Very interesting on skin. Again, I'm getting a lot of the freshness in the fragrance. But it almost smells quite mossy, like quite green, quite a bit dirty, a little bit skanky even, but fresh at the same time. This smells very high quality, I will say that. And I know that from here it says it's an extrait de parfum. So they probably have got really high quality ingredients in this fragrance. And why I wanted to try it as well is it gets a lot of love, and obviously there's a comparison with Aventus, but a lot of people say this lasts like ages and it's completely beast mode. when they apply the fragrance. It is quite strong, like it's a strong, potent fragrance for sure, and I'd have to really test it out and kind of see how it works with my skin. But I think as this develops, it's gonna get really, really lovely in the kind of dry down. This is super unique. Super unique fragrance. So I'm intrigued. I'm gonna kind of follow the journey of the fragrance and see how it develops and how it dries down. Maybe I will check in as well in a little bit and kind of give you my final thoughts and tell you what I thought of the fragrance in conclusion. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it because it's quite unusual. It's not what I was expecting, and I like that as well. This is really interesting. Really, really interesting. Really good notes as well in the fragrance. I like the idea of kind of this oak moss drying down in the base, kind of giving it that warm, slightly earthy, dry woodiness, but having those really like bright, crisp, fresh notes in the top as well. That contrast is really, really nice. Great, really great. So yeah, I'm actually really pleasantly impressed. I'm gonna enjoy using this sample. In fact, I'm gonna keep using this for the next week, see how it performs, see how I get on with it, and yeah, Nishane Hachivat. That's a good introduction to the brand, and I think this brand gets a lot of love. There's a couple of other fragrances that I need to check out. I know there's another one called Annie, which is a vanilla prominent fragrance, which people say is one of the best vanilla fragrances. And there's a few others from this house as well, so I will try and explore more. But yeah, so far, I'm actually quite pleasantly impressed and surprised. It's very, very different to what I was expecting. Oh, also, just to mention the Creed Aventus thing as well, I personally am not picking up the Creed Aventus kind of comparison at all. I'm not getting it, guys. I'm really not getting it at all. With Creed Aventus, what's interesting is that pineapple note for me is so detectable because there's this kind of smokiness in it as well. I think the birch tart in the Creed Aventus really gives it its signature, and there is a bit of sweetness as well. I think there's some vanilla in that fragrance as well, so there's a bit of sweetness, freshness, and that kind of smokiness as well. I'm getting a different vibe from this, but like I said, I'm intrigued to know how this will dry down on skin over time. I do think this will surprise me. But yeah, that was my first impressions of Nishane's Hachivat. There you go, guys. So let me know what you thought of my review. If you've tried this fragrance, then do let me know. Oh, and just for just to mention as well, this fragrance I believe retails for about £205 for 50ml, and then I think for 100ml it's about 240. So in US dollars, I think it's about $260 for 50ml, and then upwards of $300 for 100ml. So it's not a cheap fragrance. It is on the pricey side, but I do think the quality is there for sure. And this is an extrait de parfum. It is considered a unisex fragrance. It's very fresh. It's very kind of woody, mossy, and a little bit green. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you've tried this one, what you think of it. But yeah, that was my little review of Hachivat from Nishane. Let me know what you thought of this fragrance. If you've tried it, and also yeah, leave me some comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm trying to get my subscriber number up, so support Gids, support his channel, and I will be back for more videos. Take care, guys.